Welcome to Full Count Rhythm Baseball on the Full Count Broadcast Network, presented by Full Count Ministry and Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Now let's send it to the ballpark for today's matchup.
Welcome to Drakes Creek Park in Hendersonville, Tennessee, where the Full Count Rhythm will take on the Hoptown Hoppers. Game number 20 of the year for the Full Count Rhythm. Game number 20 as well for the Hoppers. The Rhythm come in with a record of 13-6, which is good enough for first place in the South Division. They have won 7 of their last 10 ball games. The best record in the Ohio Valley League. Hoptown Hoppers have won 2 in a row, and their record 8-11. They sit tied for 4th with the Clarksville Whirlybirds in the South Division as well. A home and away for these two teams. Home here at Drakes Creek Park for the Rhythm, and we will have our first trip to Hoptown, Hopkinsville, Kentucky tomorrow, as the Rhythm will have a couple of games up in Hoptown this year. I believe we go there a couple more times. Honestly, nice place to go. They always treat us well. Play at Christian County High School this year. They swap year after year between Hopkinsville High School and Christian County High School. But tonight's game here at the friendly confines of Drakes Creek Park, field number 3. Nothing else appears to be going on up here today, as this past weekend, over 100 teams flooded the park for a World Series, Game 7 World Series tournament of some Utes, youngsters, not the Madisonville Miners, M-I-N-O-R-S. It was some other miners that were here. Speaking of miners, happy birthday, one day late, to Kylie Carmen, who turned 15 years old yesterday. Didn't have a game where we could call out and tell you to text Brooke Carmen to tell Kylie happy birthday. Brooke, the last time when we did that on her birthday, she said, I kept getting all these texts from people wishing me a happy birthday. And so you folks that were listening in on the broadcast did your job. Thank you very much. Tim Reese riding solo tonight as Zach Williams is out supporting his lovely wife, Maggie Williams, at the Hendersonville Has Talent competition tonight. 10 artists trying to make the top 3 that will then perform here on July 3rd at the Freedom Festival. Of course, that will be the 4th game of a 4-game home stand for the Rhythm, as that will be coming up this weekend. Of course, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, the 4-game homestand for Full Count, which will be parents and other family and friends weekend for the Rhythm. Jackson Benjamin, our clock operator, scoreboard operator, finally got it, is here tonight, and his father and mother will be coming up. Walter and Robin Benjamin. It would be good to see them, as Jackson's in his 3rd year here with the Rhythm. 3rd and final year, isn't it, Jackson? It's finally coming to an end. Your Rhythm stay, you and Drew Robertson, 3rd-year players. The Rhythm, of course, have 8 other players back for year number 2. I believe we lead the league in returning players in the Ohio Valley League, which is a great testament to the organization that what Josh Carmen and his staff have built here in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Hoptown Hoppers have been a very worthy opponent for the Rhythm in the 2 and almost a half years now. 10-6 record Full Count has over the Hoppers, but 5-3 here at home, 5-2 on the road. Did play a neutral site game last year up in Bowling Green at the Hot Rod Stadium. The Hoppers won that game on a walk-off in the bottom of the, I think that just went 9 innings up there. Very exciting game. The Hoppers won that with a walk-off single, I believe, by a young man named Rodriguez had that single. Good player. They had 2 excellent hitters last year. Having a little bit of a slow start this year at 8-11, but have won 2 in a row, sit 5 games back of the Rhythm in the South Division. Mark Wilkins checking in, says, "Let's go Rhythm." And they're watching from Monticello, Georgia. Always good to have the Wilkins on, and I know many of you are listening in. You don't necessarily send in a chat, and that's okay. We're glad to have you on the Full Count Broadcast Network on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Let's take a break. Our umpires had a little bit of a problem getting through traffic, so we'll be a delayed start a bit tonight. We'll take a break and come right back with the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Welcome back to the Full Count Broadcast Network. Now it's time for the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineup.
Thanks to Todd and Linda Hunley at Chick-fil-A of Rivergate for their support of Full Count Rhythm, and we will get right to our Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups. First for the Hoptown Hoppers, leading off playing second base, Sam Perkins. Batting second and playing right field, Stephen Bell. Luis Vergara will bat third and play left field. Dom Oliverio, the center fielder, hitting cleanup. Chase Cummings at first base, batting fifth. The DH, Reed Douglas, will bat sixth. John Keebler will bat seventh and be behind the plate. Gavin Baxter at third base, batting eighth. Artem Logvanov, the shortstop, batting ninth, and on the mound for the Hoppers, Francisco Paredes from Southeastern Illinois College, hometown New York, New York. And he will face the Rhythm lineup that goes like this. Leading off in right field, Henry Jackson. Reese Holbrook at left field, batting second. Jackson Cothran behind the plate. He will bat third. Josh Seiler back in the lineup, playing first base, hitting cleanup. Drew Robertson, back from his weekend away at a wedding, is playing center field, batting fifth. Trey Miller at second base, batting sixth. Brett Waringer batting seventh. He'll play third base. Cooper Holbrook is the DH tonight. He will hit eighth. And the number 9 hole hitter, Levi Perrell, at shortstop. And on the mound, right-hander from Bellarmine, Aaron Hash, 6', 200-pound junior from Campbellsville, Kentucky, the nephew of Todd and Beth Cox. He will be on the mound for his first start of the year. Aaron Hash has 5 appearances, all in relief, 11 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned, has not walked a batter, and struck out 19 batters, which I believe is tops on the team in terms of strikeouts per 9 innings. He has set them down in fine fashion. Hash sometimes is our scoreboard operator. We've had, I think, 3 up here. Jackson Benjamin tries to get that job if he can. We had Tyler Cruz in our last game and Aaron Hash. It's a paying gig this year, so these guys are fighting to sit next to me. Aaron Hash, the son of Garen and Tammy Hash, the brother to Austin, and the grandson of Mimi and Poppy in Campbellsville, Kentucky. His mentor is Evan Jones at Bellarmine this past spring. He had 21 appearances, only 4 starts, 40 innings pitched, struck out 23 batters. He is having an excellent summer here with the Full Count Rhythm. Of course, his pitching coach at Bellarmine is the pitching coach from last year's Full Count Rhythm squad, Ross Spurgeon. So there's your Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups. Again, want to thank Todd and Linda Hunley, as they will be celebrating their 21st anniversary as Chick-fil-A owners this August. Saw him on Sunday at church, and we talked for a little bit. He ended up sending a little bit about his history, which I enjoy. I'm a little bit of a history buff, but I like knowing people's history. Some people call it an interrogation. Public address announcer Mark McDaniel knows all my questions that I think I've asked him everything but the last 4 of his social, but I already have that. So it's one of those questions you don't need to ask. That's when people really think you're getting in their kitchen. See the umpires arriving on the field. We'll take another just quick break and come back. Of course, we'll have the prayer and the national anthem. So we'll tell you what, let's just keep it right here for right now. We'll take that break when we have the national anthem. I apologize for having to do that. I hate breaking away for our Star Spangled Banner, but YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter apparently are not as patriotic as we are up here. And they'll kick us off if we play music over their medium. So welcome to Danielle Waringer up in New Jersey. Let's go Full Count. Good to have the Waringers. Brett, one of our newest members of the Rhythm family, one of 2 incoming high school players. Brett going to Georgetown. Logan Harrell is the other recent high school graduate that will be going on to play college baseball at Trevecca. Umpires tonight behind home plate, Bayron Matos. At first base, Abdiel Marrero. And at third base, Alfredo Burkeen. Game number 20 for both clubs tonight, as the Hoppers will be wearing their, what I would assume is a military appreciation uniform. It's camouflaged. I would assume we'll maybe see that again. Not sure if we'll see that again tomorrow or not. It'll be a quick turnaround. The Rhythm will wear a military appreciation jersey, believe on, is it Friday night, Mark? Do you remember? It's one of the nights, and then definitely they're wearing it on July 3rd. That's when they're going to wear it, on that Monday night, which if you're coming to the ballpark, the Monday night game is the Freedom Festival. That game is actually at 4:30, not at 7:05 as every other home game is, but it'll be at 4:30, and we'll hope that in 4.5 hours we can complete a ball game before the fireworks begins. And this is the biggest fireworks in Sumner County here in Hendersonville that night. I believe Gallatin will also have fireworks. Goodlettsville, another neighboring town, will have fireworks on July 4th. So the Rhythm are off on July 4th from playing baseball, as no games are scheduled. So 4:30 on Monday night, they'll be wearing their military appreciation shirts. And then I believe on the 6th, which is the next home game, that'll be against the Fulton Railroaders, they'll be wearing those uniforms again and auction off those uniforms that night, just like we did the Mission Night jerseys a few weeks ago. Rhythm coming off of a win against the Fulton Railroaders, 9-3, just 3 days ago, Saturday night. Jackson Benjamin sitting next to me got the win. Goes to 1-0 on the season. Rhythm gave up 3 runs and then scored 9 unanswered to win that one going away. We have a 10th birthday party here tonight. Jackson Singleton is celebrating his 10th birthday. He'll be throwing out the first pitch, and you see his, look like his baseball team and friends for his birthday party. So we are set for the national anthem, so we'll take a break. Be right back. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Score home run deals from your hometown dealer. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every new vehicle comes with Rhythm's exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles at no additional charge. We've got great deals on deck, so step up to the plate. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram at rhythmcdjr.com. Feel the rhythm, love the ride.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
This is home. So is this. And this. But home isn't just the stunning views or the rugged beauty. It's what you make of it. It's a place for joy and peace. A safe haven where memories are made. It's all of these things. Home is a feeling, and it's created by the people around you. This region is home, and we're so proud to be a part of it.
Welcome back to Drakes Creek Park, where we will have our ceremonial first pitch thrown out by Jackson Singleton. His family rented out the Framework Athletics hospitality tent for his birthday. If you're interested in renting out that beautiful tent, get some food and bring 100 of your favorite people in all the world. Bring as many as you want to the Framework Athletics hospitality tent just off of the third base dugout where the Rhythm reside during this ball game. And Alfredo Burkeen is telling the teams to go back. I don't know when that little thing started, that the players started staying out there and see who's the most patriotic by standing out on the line, and umpires aren't having that anymore. So the Rhythm taking the field. Aaron Hash out on the mound, throws the baseball away that he brought out with him. The Rhythm will go like this. Reese Holbrook out in left field. Drew Robertson in center. Henry Jackson in right. Brett Weringer at third base. Levi Perrell at short. Trey Miller at second base. Josh Seiler at first. And Jackson Cawthorn behind the plate. Rhythm 13-6. And a couple losses before that Fulton Railroaders win the other night on Saturday. And the Hoppers come in at 8-11. They have a road broadcast down there. Ethan, I believe Alexander is his name. He's delivering the details of the ball game with a couple cameras just to the right of home plate. Grant Edwards, our audio specialist tonight, trying to get the public address and speakers working out there. We're having some technical difficulties with the speakers apparently here. Mark McDaniels must have been whispering into the microphone. A professional. No, it's always an equipment issue when it's Mark, and it legitimately is. He's been doing this for a lot of years. 48, I think. He's just having his 48th or 17. Third year with the full count rhythm, though. The Drakes Creek Park voice of the full count rhythm, Mark McDaniel. A legend here in Hendersonville. If he ran for mayor, it would be no contest. Tell Jamie Clary I said that. Especially if there was nobody else. We are about set for baseball here. As leading off for the Hoppers, Sam Perkins steps in to face Aaron Hash. First pitch in there, called strike, and we are underway at 7:17 Central Time. Strike one. There's a swing and a miss. Count goes no balls and 2 strikes. Sam Perkins from Hanover College, hometown Louisville, Kentucky. Looking at 0-2 pitch from Hash, hit over to the right side. Miller ranges to his left and throws to Josh Seiler for out number 1. Stephen Bell steps to the plate. Bell leading the team in hitting with a .327 batting average. Hitting from the left side. From Alderson Brodus College, hometown Brentwood, Tennessee. And Aaron Hash delivers his 4th pitch. All 4 have been over the plate, 4 strikes. No height and weight here, but Bell looks to be about 6'2". He fights that one off over to Levi Perrell for out number 2. 5 pitches, and Aaron Hash has gotten 2 outs. Luis Vergara, second-year player for the Hoppers, steps to the plate, playing in left field. The University of Indianapolis, hometown Cartagena, Colombia. And there's another strike by Aaron Hash in his first start in 6 appearances now for the Rhythm. A swing and a miss on a breaking pitch has Vergara down in the count. Vergara hit second leading hitter on the team, .302, 13 hits, 5 doubles. Only 2 RBIs in game number 12, and he hits another one to the right side. This should be easy inning for Aaron Hash. He didn't throw a ball in the inning. 1, 2, 3. And the Rhythm will come to the plate. Looking to score and get ahead here in game number 20 of the season. Halfway mark. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is like no other.
Think about something for a moment. Every single business, from the smallest neighborhood bakery to the biggest multinational corporation, is someone's dream come true. The byproduct of planning and determination and hard work. If you own a business, you already know that. So you'll also understand that fire and security protection isn't just about protecting property. It's about safeguarding dreams. At Corson, that's what we've specialized in since 1946. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Bottom of the first inning we go, where the Rhythm will try to get on top after a 1-2-3 inning by Aaron Hash, right-hander for Full Count. Hello to Jacob Oldham and Bob and their families down in Panama City Beach. Be careful down there. I know there's some issues with the surf down there. If you get in big trouble, say hello. Tell the sheriff, Tommy Ford, down there that you know me. He'll just take you right on out of the Bay County Jail down there. So Jacob Oldham and the second mission team. Several of the Rhythm players are now back from Nicaragua, and glad they came home safely, as Henry Jackson, who was down there 2 weeks ago, steps in, and he'll look at a first pitch strike. Nothing but strikes thrown here by the two pitchers. This is Francisco Paredes. Lined out to center field. In comes Dom Oliverio, and then he has to take a couple quick steps back and leap to make the catch for out number one. So with one out, Reese Holbrook steps to the plate from the University of North Carolina. Maureen Thompson headed down here from Virginia for the family weekend. Be great to see you. Gene and Maureen Thompson, the parents of Jack Thompson, 2-year player. As there's the first pitch outside of the zone. That pitch missed somewhere, and it's 2 in a row. Better get somebody loosened up in the pen. Holbrook swinging it from the left side. Swings and misses an off-speed pitch. Holbrook hitting .300, playing in game number 15 of the year. 18 hits in 60 plate appearances, 1 double, 7 RBIs. Pitch misses inside. I think 3 balls and a strike to the left fielder for Full Count tonight. On deck, Jackson Cothran. There's our first base runner. Holbrook draws his 5th walk of the year. Cothran steps in, hitting .318, playing in game number 14 of the year. Also a second-year player for Full Count. He swings that off-speed pitch, looked like a changeup that went away from him. Comes up empty. And Reese and Cooper Holbrook's Aunt Caroline back down in Columbia, South Carolina, watching tonight on YouTube. Thanks for sending in a chat. There's a soft line drive to shortstop, but catch is made, and Holbrook able to get back to first base. 2 outs. That brings up Josh Seiler.
Cleanup batter, first baseman Josh Seiler.
2 outs, 1 on, and Seiler from Trevecca Nazarene University steps in. Hometown Maryville, Tennessee. Hitting .220. Drives that one out to center field, but that should be a can of corn for Oliverio, who has a little better beat on it this time. And makes the catch for out number 3. We're through 1, no score. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high-quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
No score here in Drakes Creek Park in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Hoptown Hoppers sending Dom Oliverio, Chase Cummings, and Reed Douglas to the plate to face Aaron Hash, who's yet to throw a pitch out of the zone. Got 2 ground outs to second base and a soft pop up to shortstop in the top of the first inning. Kevin Pomeroy, the birthday boy, along with Mike Harrell and their families, watching from New Smyrna Beach down in Florida. Happy birthday to Kevin Pomeroy, the mentor to Josh Carmen, the head coach / general manager, and the rest of the coaches. Caleb Abney, Harrison Travers, and Tyler Sills. Debbie Howard watching from Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Not their home. They live in Pike Road, Alabama. Top of the second inning, and Aaron Hash still delivering strike after strike. Gets a foul ball. Off the bat of Dom Oliverio, the center fielder. From Indiana State, hometown Fishers, Indiana, suburb of Indianapolis. There's another strike on the outside corner. Mimi down in Lexington, North Carolina, Winston-Salem. Grandma to Levi Perel, sending in Bible verse, John 14:6. All right, Jackson Winsey actually going to throw a ball outside the zone? Is he going to throw it to this batter right here, or is he going to wait till the next batter? Jackson Benjamin says next batter. I say it's right here. 0-2 pitch. Nope. Swing and a miss. Hash gets his first strikeout. That is number 20 on the season here in his beginning of his 13th inning of work. Chase Cummings, the first baseman. And another strike. That makes for a quick game if pitchers do nothing but throw strikes. Ground ball to second base. Trey Miller up and over to Seiler for out number 2. Neither one of us were right, Jackson. Aaron Hash.
Designated hitter.
Can he go 2 straight innings as Mark McDaniel blows out the speaker here? Reed Douglas, the DH. From Hanover College, hometown Rossville, Indiana. There it is. Throw that ball out. First pitch. Not a strike by Aaron Hash. Get somebody loosened in the bullpen. I had no way he's going to throw 2 balls in a row. You got to be hacking at that. Frankie Delgado checking in from Clinton, Tennessee. Make sure you visit the Frozen Gold while in New Smyrna Beach. Fouled off to the right side. A AAA auto glass foul ball. Count goes 1 ball and 2 strikes. Reed Glover shows up here in the press box. Full count. Ministries employee. Lined out to center field, Drew Robertson playing. Douglas shaded over to the right side, and there's another 1-2-3 inning for Aaron Hash. Time for the Rhythm to get the sticks going. No score here. We're headed to the bottom of the second. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh right in front of you. And let me tell you, watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, impatience, baby-like wonder, indecisive, anticipatory chewing, nervous pacing, happy claps, and finally, jealousy, because that's this guy's sub. I should order one. Good idea. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Here at Pizza Ranch, our research tells us kids love our buffet. All right, kids, to recap, your favorite things about eating at Pizza Ranch: pizza, chicken leg. Wait, who said pudding plate? Joey, what's a pudding plate?
It's a plate full of pudding.
Carl, put it on the board. Kids love Pizza Ranch, and parents love that kids eat free on Tuesday nights.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
I think this kid is onto something.
Moving to the bottom of the second inning, Rhythm will send Drew Robertson, Trey Miller, and Brett Waringer, and hopefully more to the plate. Facing Francisco Paredes, right-hander from New York City. Plays his college baseball at Southeastern Illinois College. This is Paredes' 3rd start of the year, 5th appearance. He has an 0-1 record. 11 innings pitched, giving up 14 hits, 9 runs, 7 were earned, walked 3, struck out 14, 5.73 ERA. As Drew Robertson steps in, first pitch he sees is inside for ball 1. Drew missed a couple ball games away at a wedding. He has a 12-game hitting streak on the line. Swing and a miss from Catawba College in Salisbury, North Carolina. He's from right here, though, in Hendersonville, Goodlettsville area. That breaking pitch misses inside. Count goes 2 balls and a strike. Beach High School here in Sumner County, and went to Freed Hardman his first year, and now has finished up 2 years at Catawba. His 3rd year for the Rhythm in the summer. He and Jackson Benjamin, the only 3-year players for Full Count. Of course, they won a championship with the Rhythm a year ago. Came close 2 years ago. There's a pitch fouled off. We'll have our first Full Count Ministries full count of the ball game. 38 of 90 unofficially this year. I don't think Game Changer agrees with me on that one, but full count pitch, grounded to second base. Sam Perkins up with it and over to Chase Cummings. There's a no on a full count first pitch foul ball, but a ground out.
The second baseman, Trey Miller.
Trey Miller leads, steps in with 1 out, nobody on. Amy Travis, first base coach Harrison Travis's mother, checking in from Saudi Daisy, Tennessee. Jeff Cruz down in, going by memory here now, I believe you are in Monticello. No, you are in. Miller tried to check a swing but could not. Alabama, it's not Hartzell. Oh, you're up on the border. 2 balls and a strike. Jackson, wake up. You can't fall asleep. What have you been doing all day? He's laying his head on the clock operation here. It's a fly ball, shallow center field. Oliverio for his third put out of the ball game. Makes the catch. All right, I got to cheat, Jeff Cruz. And look it up. You could just tell me, but I have it. Lexington. I knew it was another city that we have a player at. Levi Perel is from Lexington, North Carolina. And Tyler Cruz from Lexington, Alabama. We have two Monticellos. Spencer Wilkins from Monticello, Georgia, and Nick Griffin from Monticello, Arkansas. Fastball catches that outside corner to Trey Miller. Sorry, to Brett Waringer. Two outs, nobody on. Waringer looks at a ball low and inside. Brett was on fire for one game, went 0 for 4 in his first game. Looking to rebound here, and there's a breaking pitch that catches that outside corner. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Three hits and 11 official at-bats. Has 2 doubles. Fouls that one off. AAA Auto Glass foul ball, thanks to Dylan Doris and the group over at AAA Auto Glass for their support of Full Count Rhythm Baseball, first year sponsor. One of the Full Count Fall League high school coaches that we have here. There's a sharp ground ball that Waringer got way out in front of. Who's our ball boy right there? That's Jonah Smithson. He's the big brother to Brody Smithson, and our game day operations specialist, Micah Smithson, and one of the 3 sons of John and Amy. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and nobody on. Popped up. That will get off of the light pole and does not appear.
Please return all foul balls to the Merch Pavilion.
Mark McDaniel telling the crowd to return the foul balls, as we definitely have some audio issues up here. Mark, you don't have to scream at the people. Another foul ball tapped down. Caleb Abney had a chance, but that's an E on the third base coach. Nobody advances, though. Waringer was our player of the game up in Madisonville. He got 3 hits in the ball game, 2 doubles, and swings and misses at that pitch. And Paredes gets the rhythm in order here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Through 2 innings quickly here at Drakes Creek Park. Still no score. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is like no other.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Strike thrower Aaron Hash back out on the hill for the Rhythm. We move to the top of the third inning. I'd like to thank Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram as our title sponsor here for year number 3. Ryan Duncan and the crew over at Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. 2210 Gallatin Pike North there in Madison, Tennessee. Just down the road from Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. The hometown dealer with home run deals. Feel the rhythm, love the ride. You can reach them at rhythmcdjr.com. As Hash has fallen off the wagon here. He's delivered a first pitch of the inning outside the strike zone. He's getting tired. Now gone 2 balls and no strikes to John Keebler, the catcher for Hoptown. Keebler from Southeastern Illinois College, hometown of Paducah, Kentucky. The first 3-ball count to a batter by Aaron Hash. Lainey Elmore checked in on YouTube, says let's go Rhythm. She's down in Pawleys Island, South Carolina. There's a strike. Luke Elmore, who she's primarily rooting for, but she's a team player rooting for the Rhythm. Ball's popped out to right field. Henry Jackson right on the fair line makes the catch for out number 1. Aaron Hash now retired the first 7 he's faced. Gavin Baxter will step to the plate.
Third baseman, Gavin Baxter.
Luke Elmore from Lenore-Rhine, the same school that produces Jackson Benjamin, as that ball's hit fairly deep out to center field, but Drew Robertson camps under and makes the catch for out number 2. The Lenore-Rhine Bears, right? In, why can't I remember? It's just outside of Charlotte, right? Hickory, North Carolina. Isn't that where Baumgartner's from? He's from Hickory, North Carolina, isn't he? Number 9 hole hitter, Artem Logvanov, the shortstop, common spelling of Logvanov, from Moscow, Russia, steps in. He pops one out to right field, and Henry Jackson's going to make that catch. So a right field, center field, right field, top of the third inning. And that's 9 up, 9 down for Aaron Hash, who only struck out 1 batter, and he comes in with a 15.5 Ks per 9. But he's conserving his energy here. Maybe he wants to get a CG, a complete game here. Head to the bottom of the third. Rhythm looking to score the first run of the game. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Whatever your destination in life, you can get there easier with a checking account from F&M Bank. At F&M, our checking accounts give you the tools you need to manage your money well, like our smart free checking account that's actually free, because sometimes the basics are more than enough. Making lives better by making banking easier. Come see us at one of our branches or online at myfmbank.com. F&M Bank, banking made easy on purpose. Member FDIC.
Slim Chickens makes it easy to feed your hungry crowd. Fresh hand-breaded tenders, perfectly fried wings, and all the southern sides made fresh for you. It's easy. Just order on the Slim's app or website and leave everything to us. You can get it delivered right to your door. Any party, any size. Slim's has your crowd covered. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
It's a Slim Chickens night here at Drakes Creek Park. Slim Chickens will be feeding the teams and the Rhythm section up here in the press box, well as the umpires following today's game. We thank them for being meal sponsors, along with Chick-fil-A of Rivergate and Zaxby's. Pizza Ranch as Cooper Holbrook steps in. First pitch he sees goes 5-hole of John Keebler. It's tapped down to third base. It's a fair ball. Throw by Baxter is dropped at first base by Chase Cummings. That'll be an error on the first baseman. He just not sure what happened. He just missed it. Puts a runner at first base, though, with nobody out. Nice play by Baxter. First error of the ball game for either team, and Levi Perrell steps in. From Lexington, North Carolina. Let's say that. I get my Carolinas mixed up. Is he from South? He's from South Carolina, isn't he? Well, Cooper's from Mount Pleasant. We call that a strike? Okay. Perrell squares. It pulls the bat back, and the pitcher has come up with an injury, it looks like. Holbrooks are from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Levi Perrell from Lexington, North Carolina. Okay. Check of Francisco Paredes. Looks like he is limping. I don't know if he's got a groin injury there or appears to be a leg, maybe a pulled hamstring as the trainer comes from the rhythm dugout area. He'll come out, check on Francisco. We might have a delay if he comes out of the game. They're looking now down to maybe the calf area or Achilles area. So Levi Perrell, Lexington, North Carolina. Tyler Cruz, Lexington, Alabama. And Maureen Thompson says that VMI is located in Lexington, Virginia. And we're going to go to Lexington, Kentucky to play the Louisville Jockeys on Thursday night. So I don't know how any of this would be confusing. Got a chat here on YouTube that says QJ is at Erlanger Children's Hospital in Chattanooga watching and telling the boys to go. I'm not sure if he's rooting for the Rhythm or the Hoppers. I don't know QJ, but QJ, will pray for your quick recovery, whatever it is that's got you in Erlanger Children's Hospital. And Grand Nora Sills from Starkville, Mississippi, checking in on Facebook. Gabi Perrell, Levi Perrell's mother, is encouraging Levy Pearl. Do you spell Levi with a Y? Well, it looks like Francisco Paredes is going to stay in the ball game. So whatever the issue was, does not warrant him coming out of the ball game. So hopefully he is okay. No balls, 2 strikes. Cooper Holbrook on first base and no outs. Runner goes, pitch is fouled off. Holbrook will retreat to first base. He's leading the Rhythm in stolen bases. Has 11 in 12 attempts. Rhythm stolen 45 of 53 bases. He does not go, and there's a line drive out to center field that will get down in front of Oliverio, and the Rhythm have the first hit of the ball game. Perel hits that 0-2 pitch into center field. That'll bring up the top of the order, Henry Jackson. From Waxhaw, North Carolina. Just graduated at Carson Newman University in East Tennessee. He'll be headed to William and Mary here in a month. Go get his graduate degree. He's got 2 more years of eligibility, he tells me. He'll square to bunt, pull the bat back, and apparently the pitch misses. Breaking pitch I always found to be one of the better pitches to bunt, but he chose to pull the bat back. Maybe it was a fake bunt, and now he's going to slide one through that 4-hole over there that's right now vacated by Sam Perkins. He squares the bunt again, pops that one up. That will get into the stands. Place that I saw Todd Cox sitting earlier, but young lady will get that baseball. And is that Ava? I think that may be Ava Jaggers, one of the 4 daughters of Brandon and Brooke Jaggers. Full count royalty. 1-1 pitch, not bunting, fouling that one off the screen. Count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you're new to the broadcast, you're welcome to send in a chat on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. Tell us who you are, where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. Maybe some of you that are Hoppers fans. We'll welcome you as well. Breaking pitch popped up into shallow center field. Perkins out will make the catch in front of Oliverio for out number 1. Reese Holbrook stepping to the plate. Rhythm 2 on in the bottom of the 3rd inning. No score. Looking for that Framework Athletics first run of the game. Holbrook. That's Cooper out at second base. His older brother Reese is at the plate. Reese Holbrook, 7 RBIs on the season. Now looking at a 2-ball, no strike count. If you're wondering where Zach Williams is, he is supporting his wife Maggie at an event. Who are those folks waving to down there? There's 3 ladies that got together and started waving toward the press box, but think they're waving at us. That pitch gets in there on the outside corner. They're still looking at the press box. Hi to Judy, are they? They talking about Judy Thomas? 2 balls, 2 strikes to Reese Holbrook. I hear him saying Mark McDaniel down there. Oh, is that Vicky Maloney? Ground ball up the middle. Perkins will snag and step on second and get the double play of Reese Holbrook to end the inning. Nice play by Sam Perkins on the softly hit line drive up the middle. That'll be a 4-3 double play as Levi Perel is forced at second base for out number 2. The throw on to first gets Reese Holbrook by a step. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 runner left on base. We're through 3 innings, and there is still no score. Thanks for joining us on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reese back at Drakes Creek Park. We move to the top of the 4th inning. No score. And we have some folks here that want to say hello to Judy Thomas. So they're going to, I told them where to get into position. April just came up to the press box. And she was starting to tell me who the other people were, but I had to get on the headset and start talking to you folks. But of course, Judy Thomas, the wife of Kenny Thomas, who was the first coach of the Full Count Rhythm in 2021. Miss Judy was the super fan that he brought along. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Top of the order for the Hoppers, grounded into the hole, backhanded by Perrell. He throws a 1-hopper over to Josh Seiler to get the first out. Nice play by slick fielding shortstop Levi Perrell. Now 10 in a row, retired by Aaron Hash.
Stephen Bell.
Stephen Bell steps in. He hit a soft little pop-up to Levi Perrell. Let's see. Standing there is not going to. They need to go into the stands. She didn't understand what I said. They're standing just under the sign. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. I can't tell them. Grounded out to Perrell. He charges, throw to first base, and there's out number 2. We apparently are having some internet issues.
Brings up the left fielder, Luis Vergara.
Kennedy! They got to go in the stands. I can't see them there. They got to go in the stands.
Well, I thought I'd turn the all the volume down, but heard that on the field mic. Here we go. This will be their 3rd attempt to try to get on the video. 0-1 pitch. Now swing and a miss. Vergara grounded out to second baseman Trey Miller. There they are. Foul ball off to the right side. Count goes 0-2. There they are waving to you, Miss Judy. Swing and a miss. Ball is dropped by Cothran. He'll throw down to first base to complete the out. And another 1-2-3 inning. Second strikeout for Aaron Hash, and he has faced the minimum through 4. Still no score as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Score home run deals from your hometown dealer. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every new vehicle comes with Rhythm's exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles at no additional charge. We've got great deals on deck, so step up to the plate. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram at rhythmcdjr.com. Feel the rhythm, love the ride.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Drakes Creek Park, where we appear to all be having technical difficulties. Apparently we're not down on YouTube as I had thought. We move to the bottom of the fourth inning. Leading off, Jackson Cothran fouls that first pitch off. Cothran lined out to the shortstop for out number 2 in the first inning. One hit on the board, and that's on the line for full count. Francisco Paredes out there after apparently having a lower leg injury, throwing a pitch in the third inning. Fastball misses high. So Judy Thomas getting a hello and a wave from family members right there. Didn't have the ability to move the camera down while they were doing that and zero in on them, zoom in. A one-man band here tonight. Zach Williams is not available. That ball's drilled to deep right field. Back goes Stephen Bell, and he'll make the catch right in front of the warning track. Jackson Cothran just under that one a bit too much.
First baseman, Josh Seiler.
Josh Seiler steps in. Fastball misses high and tight to Seiler. Flew out to center field to end the first inning. Count goes 2 balls and no strikes with Drew Robertson on deck. Rhythm had 2 on and nobody out in the third. But a pop-up into shallow center field and a ground ball double play ended the threat. Two one is foul tipped into the glove. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a breaking pitch that missed somewhere. Well, the full count ministries full count. Josh Seiler better not let that one go by again. He starts to go and could not check his swing. He'll be thrown out. Or out number 2. Second strikeout for Paredes. 2 outs, nobody on, and Drew Robertson steps to the plate. Grounded out to second base to lead off the second. Paredes with 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, giving up 1 hit. Another runner reached on an error. Robertson started to go there, and held up, but pitch called a strike. Byron Matos behind the plate. Could be Byron. The pitch in the artificial turf. I have the wrong count up there, folks. I will fix it now. Not familiar with Drakes Creek Park. Artificial infield and a natural grass outfielder. I believe it's now the only artificial infield turf field in the Ohio Valley League. Owensboro played at Chautauqua Park in Owensboro, and they had a artificial turf infield, but they bowed out before the season started, and we will not go to Owensboro this year. 3 ball, 1 strike count, 2 outs, nobody on. And ball 4. Second walk of the game by Paredes. P-A-R-A-D-I-S, Francisco Paredes. Trey Miller stands in from Carson Newman University. He's a late add to the ball club. Fouls the first pitch he sees off to the right. AAA Autoglass foul ball. Wearing Kenny Thomas's number 19. It was retired at Trevecca Nazarene. Apparently doesn't mean as much over at Carson Newman. Pitch in the dirt. Drew Robertson was stealing on the play. Is that right? Did Ken? Stolen base right there for Robertson. And a 1 ball, 1 strike count to Miller. First time I've seen somebody in the number 19 for full count. Tapped foul to the on-deck circle. Brett Waringer with a backhand makes the grab. Miller 4 hits in his first 9 official at-bats. It's a .444 average. So with the out in the second inning, he's hitting .400 now for the Rhythm. Still looking for his first extra base hit. There's a ball in the dirt. Gets by Keebler, and Robertson will move up to third base. And Alfredo Burking says he's safe. So that wild pitch in the dirt moves Robertson to third base with 2 outs. Another wild pitch, pass ball or a balk, and Drew Robertson will score the Framework Athletics first run of the game. Two outs, 2-2 count. Miller able to hold up on that breaking pitch outside. We'll have another full count, Ministries full count. About 40% on the year, maybe a little more, 42%. If the batter swings here, he'll 40% of the time foul it off. And he does not swing. And the second walk of the inning. Putting runners at the corners brought to you by CrossFit Hendersonville. Thanks to Ryan and Lindsay McDuffie, owners of CrossFit Hendersonville, just down from Framework Athletics. As Ryan McDuffie and Zach Duke are owners of Framework Athletics. Brett Waringer with a chance to drive in that first run of the game. He looks at a fastball in there for a called strike. Waringer struck out to end the second. Runner goes, a pitch is fouled off. Now 0-2. Trey Miller 1 for 1 in stolen bases in just this his third game of the year for full count. Teammates with Henry Jackson, Harrison Travis, and Frankie Delgado as Waringer swings and misses at that high fastball. And that ends the inning. Third strikeout for Paredes. Second time he's gotten Waringer. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 runners left on base. We are through 4 innings. Of course, we're scheduled for 9 here at Drakes Creek Park. Thanks for joining us on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reeves back in Drakes Creek Park. Aaron Hash still on the mound for Full Count. He has faced the minimum thus far here after 4 innings. 12 up, 12 down. The only other Rhythm pitcher to do that this year is Carson Howard, who did give up at Fulton a pop fly ball just in front of the catcher that fell for a base hit, but I believe that was Aiden Napier that was able to pick the ball up, and the runner was trying to get a double off of a pop-up in front of home plate, and Aiden Napier threw him out at second base. Carson Howard faced 15 batters, gave up 1 hit. That first pitch from Aaron Hash misses the zone to Dom Oliverio. Oliverio struck out to lead off the second inning. Looking now at a 2-0 count. There's a breaking pitch that apparently stayed inside. The second 3-ball no strike count to a hopper batter. Oliverio hitting .278 coming into today's game, playing in game number 18. He's played in all but 2 games for the Hoppers. There's a 3-0 pitch in there for a called strike. 15 hits, 4 doubles, 1 home run. The Hoppers have 2 on the season. It is half as many as the Rhythm have. They are crushing the ball with 4 home runs. Out to right field. Henry Jackson will get another play out there in right field. He makes the catch.
First baseman, Chase Cummings.
Chase Cummings steps to the plate.
Chase Cummings.
Righty on righty and breaking pitch. That's a slider that Aaron Hash throws in there for a called strike. That ball's into right center field, but Drew Robertson playing over on the right field side of center field, and he makes the catch for out number 2.
2 away brings up the designated hitter, Reed Douglas.
6 outfield flyouts so far out of 14 outs. Reed Douglas, who lined 1 out to center field, is Drew Robertson again playing on the right field side, expecting hitters not to be able to get around. There's a square around and a bunt that gets over the backstop.
Return all AAA auto glass foul balls to the Merck Pavilion.
Andrea Sells, Peyton Sells' mother, and watching from the Warner Robins Little League, as it is about that time. Fastball misses up. Jared and Andrea Sells, the parents of first-year player Peyton Sells, down in Perry, Georgia. That slider, I don't know where that missed, but I'm not sure if Jackson Cothran looked back at the home plate umpire, but or if he said anything, but it was pretty close. Now 3 balls and a strike. Reed Douglas hitting .241, 7 hits, 4 of those are doubles. There's a pitch in there for a called strike. We'll have another full count. Ministries full count. 0 for 2. Ken Stegall, our official scorer over there. You 0 for 2 on full count first pitch foul balls. And we're now 0 for 3 as Aaron Hash delivers 15 up and 15 down here in his first start of the year, 3rd strikeout. Doesn't have that strikeout pitch going so much, but people are swinging and they are putting the ball in play for the most part and putting it in play right to our fielders. After 4.5, there's still no score. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Corson Fire and Security first opened for business in 1946. From the very beginning, we understood something important. We're not just protecting buildings. We're protecting the dreams that built them. We're protecting the lives unfolding inside them. Fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and security products are the tools of our trade, but people are the inspiration behind it. For 7 decades, we've never forgotten that. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Bottom of the 5th we go. Already had that top of the 5th, and Aaron Hash is dealing for the Rhythm. 5 innings. Not allowed a runner to reach base. Cooper Holbrook steps up. He reached on an error. Swings at a first pitch and comes close to hitting that light tower again, just right next to the first base dugout. Cooper Holbrook, the DH tonight. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. Luis Vergara out in left field for the Hoppers. Dom Oliverio in center. Stephen Bell in right. Gavin Baxter at third. Artem Logvanov at short. Sam Perkins at second. Chase Cummings at first base. John Keebler behind the plate. So that ball is fisted out to Logvanov. Strong throw over to first base. Gets Holbrook for out number 1. Levi Perel will step in. He has the game's only hit of a single up the middle in the 3rd inning. That put runners at first and second with nobody out. But the Rhythm could not push one of those runners across home plate. And Cisco Paredes delivers fastball fouled straight back. Young man had his 10th birthday celebration here at the ballpark. They rented out the Framework Athletics hospitality tent. He was had to throw out the ceremonial first pitch. Jackson Singleton. Happy birthday to Jackson. Their fastball misses up. I think those are several of his friends. It could even be Jackson out there playing just behind the stands on the first base side. Swing and a miss by Perrell. Count goes 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the order, Henry Jackson on deck. Paredes with 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, giving up only 1 hit. Pop that one up. That's playable off to the right side. Chase Cummings, first baseman. The pitcher apparently came over, and Cummings apparently couldn't see it. We had it's like a light. Was that one light that goes off and comes on? It came on in the middle of that play. But I guess that's another hit, a pop-up that first baseman Chase Cummings apparently could not see. So that'll be a double. An infield double for Levi Perrell. Our first infield dudette double of the year. With 1 out, Henry Jackson stepping to the plate. Breaking pitch misses down. I was wondering why the pitcher was running as fast as he was over there, and all of a sudden I looked up and saw what appeared to be one of the lights that had gone out and then come back on. That fastball whispers at the outside corner. Called strike. Rhythm will go to Hoptown tomorrow. That's Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Play the Hoppers at Christian County High School. For those into full count rhythm history, that's the first away game ever by the Rhythm was played. At Christian County High School. 2-1 blocked by Keebler, and Perrell will have to stay at second base. Henry Jackson 0 for 2. Fly out and a pop out. Three balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Perrell at second. That's driven out to right field. Right fielder couldn't see it, but ends up finding it and makes the catch for out number 2 on the play. Perrell moves over to third base. That catch was made on the other side of the pole from where I'm viewing the ball game, and it'll take another 2-out event as Reese Holbrook steps to the plate. He will lay down the bunt. Paredes off, and he will not be able to make that play. And good decision by Levi Perrell to stay at third base and not allow Paredes to make an easier play by throwing home, and that'll be a bunt single for Reese Holbrook. Doesn't drive in a run, but does put runners at the corners. Brought to you by CrossFit Hendersonville. That's 2 hits in the inning. That's up to Jackson Cothran. Runner goes, pitch is swung on and driven out to center field, Dom Oliverio. He couldn't see that ball. It drops. And Jackson Cothran will drive in 2 runs with a fly ball out to center field that Dom Oliverio cannot see. And a dudette double off the bat of Jackson Cothran drives in the Framework Athletics first runs of the game. And that is back-to-back hits brought to you by Old Hickory Bats. Thanks to Chad Lamberth for their support of Full Count Ministries and Full Count Rhythm. Josh Seiler steps in. The lead is now 2-0. Full count leads with pop up and a fly out. It should have been turned into 2 doubles. An infield double by Levi Perrell and a fly out to center field that turned into a double by Jackson Cothran. Full count in that very first game ever played by Full Count. Defeated Hoptown Hoppers 7-3 back June 4th of 2021. Seiler looks at a fastball outside. Mark McDaniel, was that the game you went to up in Hoptown? Did you go to that very first game? Super fan, Mark McDaniel, our public address announcer. Seiler unable to hold up. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. A runner at second and 2 in. 2 unfortunate fielding issues for the Hoptown Hoppers. Pop up over to first baseman Chase Cummings that he lost in the lights, I guess, in the dark of the night. That count now goes full. Full Count Ministries full count, and another fly ball that it looked like Dom Oliverio out in center field was under, and then at the last minute it went to his right, dropped to the ground. 2 runs scored, and Cothran went to second base. Ground ball to short. Logman off over to Cummings for out number 3. So another no on our full count first pitch foul ball. And a ground out to end the inning. But the Rhythm scored 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors, 1 runner left on base. We are through 5. The Rhythm taking a 2-0 lead. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
This is home. So is this. And this. But home isn't just the stunning views or the rugged beauty. It's what you make of it. It's a place for joy and peace. A safe haven where memories are made. It's all of these things. Home is a feeling, and it's created by the people around you. This region is home, and we're so proud to be a part of it.
Aaron Hash back out on the mound for the Rhythm for inning number 6. So he has faced the minimum after 5, 3 strikeouts. Came in leading the Rhythm with 15.5 strikeouts per 9 innings. That's all in relief. Prior to this game, he had 11 innings, giving up 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned. No walks, 19 strikeouts. The right-handed junior from Campbellsville, Kentucky, that attends Bellarmine University. First pitch swinging. John Keebler, 1 hopper back to Hash. 1 pitch, 1 out. Just the way you draw it up. 2 pitches away from a perfect inning. Nana from Naperville checking in on Facebook. Is Peg Gould going to come in for family weekend this weekend? I think I misspoke last time we were together. I said that the grill out was on Saturday. It's actually on Sunday. Game time is 7:05, but 4:30 under and around the Framework Athletics hospitality tent. The Full Count Rhythm will have a grill out, hamburgers and hot dogs for all the families of the players. Look forward to meeting everybody. I'll be here. First pitch from Aaron Hash into Kevin Baxter, called strike, as I just saw Micah Smithson with a big bag. I bet you there's some slim chickens in that bag for the Rhythm section up here. Hard ground ball to second base, and Miller up with it and over to Seiler for out number 2. Trey Miller, four assists as he's had ball come his way 4 different times. Artem Logvinov steps in. He flew out to Henry Jackson in right field to end the 3rd inning. From Frontier Community College, hometown listed on the roster says Moscow, Russia. A little bit of political activity that occurs there. Okay, now goes 2 balls and no strikes. Tunnel to Towers is checked in on Facebook. Says, let's go, boys. They're rooting for the Rhythm. Had a fundraiser last year for Tunnel to Towers in honor of Spencer Bristol. Is that the officer from Hendersonville? That's his name, right? Spencer Bristol. Fouled off the backstop. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tunnel to Towers raises money to pay off mortgages for law enforcement officers who are killed in the line of duty. I'm sure you Google Tunnel to Towers, but if you're looking for a place to make charitable donations, that's an excellent charitable organization. The pitch misses outside, and the count goes full. Full Count Ministries, Full Count. I believe it's the first full count that Aaron Hash has been in. He's had 3-0 pitches and 3-1 pitches, but I believe those have been hit. And the 3-2 is driven over the head of the leaping Levi Perrell. And there is the first base hit of the ball game, first base runner for the Hoptown Hoppers. Jackson Benjamin, our scoreboard operator here, is blaming me for that hit right there, as I made mention that he was throwing a no-no. Not only was it a no-no, it was a perfect game. You're right. I didn't say that. Top of the order, Sam Perkins steps in. Now that the perfect game's gone, Aaron Hash is going to go head hunting, right? No. Ball 1 to Perkins, who's grounded out to both second and short tonight. 2-0. The Rhythm scored 2 in the bottom of the 5th. Had a bit of luck on their side. Breaking pitch right down the can. A pop-up to the first baseman off the bat of Levi Perrell. Apparently lost it, couldn't see it. Perrell was running hard. Sure, as soon as he heard the first baseman said, I can't see it. Swing and a miss by Perkins, and Cawthorn able to keep it near the plate. And the pitcher, Francisco Paredes, was running over to try to make the catch, but it hit off of the turf and bounded away, and Perrell ended up at second base with an infield double. After a flyout, moved Perrell over to third. Reese Holbrook laid down a bunt, single. That put runners at first and third. Then Jackson Cawthorn here, what looked like a routine fly ball out to center field that Dom Oliverio ended up losing somewhere up in the sky. 2-2 pitch, runner goes, and then a pitch is swung on and missed. And Hash gets strikeout number 4. So 1 hit in the inning ends the string of 17 straight set down by Aaron Hash. He comes back to get the strikeout to end the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We are headed to the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Whatever your destination in life, you can get there easier with a checking account from F&M Bank. At F&M, our checking accounts give you the tools you need to manage your money well, like our smart free checking account that's actually free. Because sometimes the basics are more than enough, making lives better by making banking easier. Come see us at one of our branches or online at myfmbank.com. F&M Bank, banking made easy on purpose. Member FDIC.
Slim Chickens makes it easy to feed your hungry crowd. Fresh hand-breaded tenders, perfectly fried wings, and all the southern sides made fresh for you. It's easy. Just order on the Slim's app or website and leave everything to us. You can get it delivered right to your door. Any party, any size. Slim's has your crowd covered. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Well, we're stumped up here at the rhythm section. The Hoppers wearing these specialty uniforms with the American flag numbers on the back, and you can't read them. We have a new pitcher on the mound. I think it might be number 13, which will be Trent Youngberg from Muskingum University, Homerville, Ohio. But we're not positive. So I guess, I don't know if I could text Ethan Alexander, their broadcaster, to find out if he'd respond back. Hola, Alex Montiel, missionary for the Full Count Ministries down in Nicaragua. Chicle, Alex. Drew Robertson come up empty on 2 swings here off of our new pitcher. Here's Jackson Benjamin. You got number 18, you got to figure it out. 18 on my roster says Dylan Eaton from Illinois College. A Murfreesboro, Illinois. Spelled a little bit different. Ground ball to short. Logvanov up on 2 hops over to Cummings for out number 1. Paredes gives up 2 runs on 4 hits. Struck out 3, walked 3. Trey Miller steps in. First pitch high and tight. So we're going from number 19 to number 18. Feel good about that, Jackson? I'm telling you, those numbers are hard to see back there on that uniform. Miller's flown out and walked and hits one out to center field. Oliverio will come in and he'll see that one and catch it. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Brett Waringer steps to the plate. He's looking to put bat on the ball here for the first time. He struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Playing third base tonight. An outside pitch in the left-handed batter's box called strike 1. Frankie Delgado I got to take a lap? Because I said he was throwing a no-no. I am not superstitious. I'm not even a little stitious.
Not even when you played ball?
No. No. What lines? Were there lines out there on the baseball field, Ken? He said I stepped on the lines. Breaking pitch misses outside. Two balls, two strikes to Brett Waringer. 2 outs, nobody on. Dylan Eaton, Illinois College, out on the mound. Well, the Full Count Ministries full count. The 3-2 pitch. There's our first full count, first pitch foul ball of the day. 1 for 4 unofficially. Dylan Eaton, 0-1 record. This is his 5th appearance of the year, 7 1/3 innings, 10 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned, 7 walks as that ball is popped up over to the press box. Let's see if it gets off. I didn't hear it hit. Must have. Did it hit? Man, I've got good headphones on then. Alex Montiel says, "Vamos ritmo." I'll translate that for you, Jackson. You got it? It says, "Let's go rhythm." Okay. I'm bilateral. Drive out to left field. Will that get down? No, it'll get down into Luis Vergara's glove for out number 3. A sinking line drive off the bat of Brett Waringer. And a 1-2-3 inning for Dylan Eaton on in relief of Francisco Paredes. See if Aaron Hash is going to come back out for the top of the 7th inning. Rhythm lead 2-0. You are watching and listening to the Rhythm Broadcast Network.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Brooke Carmen has counted everybody in the park, and there is a attendance figure of 190 here at Drakes Creek Park. It's unbelievable. People, take your turn. There's plenty of time. Heading to the top of the 7th inning, and yes, Aaron Hash is back out on the mound. He will face 2, 3, and 4 in the Hoptown Hopper lineup. That's Stephen Bell, Luis Vergara, and Dom Oliverio. Now giving up 1 hit in the ball game, and that was the 18th batter that he faced. Artem Logvanov, number 9 hitter in the lineup. Bell started to offer and holds up. Tim Reese riding solo tonight while Zach Williams supporting his wife in a musical competition to see who the 3 artists will be that will perform here at Freedom Festival. So good luck to Maggie Williams tonight. Waiting for a text for him to let me know how it went. Ground ball up over the head of Hash. That'll be a tough play for Trey Miller, and he is not able to get Stephen Bell, who legs out an infield single, leading off here in the top of the 7th.
Left fielder Luis Vergara.
Hoppers come in hitting .225 as a team. 8th in the league out of 11 teams. That is their second hit tonight. Rhythm leading the Ohio Valley League in earned run average with a 2.05 ERA. Slider just misses out in that left-handed batter's box where we've seen strikes called already tonight. The Rhythm is the area between home plate and the white line on either side of the plate for the start of the batter's box. That's what the umpires call that area. And they will admit that they'll call that area on a regular basis, but where I have problems is when they start calling it when it's on the other side of that white line in the batter's box. 2-0 pitch to Vergara, who's 0 for 2, ground out and a strikeout. Pops that one high and out of play, a AAA autoglass foul ball. The Full Count Ministries just completed 2 weeks down in Nicaragua. We'll take a couple-week break and then 3 more weeks of mission trips that Jackson Benjamin, our scoreboard operator tonight, and his roommate Carson Howard will be on, along with my son Wilson Reese, Tanner Sandell. Who else going on that trip, Jackson? Evan Jones. Todd Neal's going to go down on that one. Okay, the Todd father. He's been down in Nicaragua many times. He's a crowd favorite down there. They probably won't recognize him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner does not go, and that one's lined into left center field. That's going to be trouble. It goes into left center field. They're going to try to score the runner, and the throw misses the cutoff man. And that will be a double and an RBI. First run scored for Hoptown, driven in by Luis Vergara.
Center fielder Tom Oliverio.
Stephen Bell scores. Tyler Sills will make his first appearance in a while as he heads out to the mound to talk to Aaron Hash, who has given up back-to-back hits for the first time and given up the first run here in the 7th inning. Retired the first 17 batters that came to the plate. Gave up a single over shortstop's head in the 6th, but to begin the 7th, an infield single up the middle and now a double into the left center field gap. And the Hoptown Hoppers have cut the lead in half. Let's see who we need to sponsor that one. Let's just open the old program up. How about a Bank of Tennessee sponsorship? Thanks to folks over at Bank of Tennessee. I know John Smithson's over there. Mark Bentel. Is it Bentel or Bentley? Bentel. I need to change that LE to an EL so I know what it is. Runner now at second, swing and a miss on a high fastball. So that visit, not so much for Hash not being able to throw strikes. It was maybe to give him just a little bit of a breather after 2 straight hits. Infield hit and a double in the gap. Count now goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. Oliverio struck out in the 2nd, flew out in the 9th. This is his, flew out to right field in the 5th. Number 9 is the right fielder. It's the first time he's not led off an inning. He starts to go, and the ball gets away from Cawthorn. He's now looking back at the home plate umpire as a strikeout of the batter, but the ball got away from Cawthron, and Oliverio will go down to first base. And on the wild pitch, Vergara moves over to third. Hash gets his fifth strikeout of the night. But a wild pitch puts the runner at first. Still nobody out here in the seventh, and the infield is in. Swing and a miss by Chase Cummings, who's 0 for 2. Aaron Hash running into a little bit of bad luck here in the seventh inning. Not sure what Cawthron was talking to the home plate umpire about. Ken Stegall says that he didn't think he went around, that maybe the umpire did not call that he went around. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hash trying to get out of this situation. There's a hard ground ball that goes down foul. Needing a strikeout here in the worst way. If he can get that, the middle infield will probably move back to double play depth. Brett Waringer at third, Levi Perrell at short, Trey Miller at second, Josh Seiler at first base, Jackson Cawthron behind the plate. And that should have been, has been a strike called tonight, but not on that 1-2 pitch to Chase Cummings. Reese Holbrook in the left, Drew Robertson center field. On the right field side of center field, Henry Jackson in right field. That's your rhythm defense. Runner goes, pitch is fouled at the plate. I'm assuming second base is just a gift. The Rhythm have nobody that's going to cover second base, so I don't know what's taken Dom Oliverio. This another foul ball as the runner goes. He is batting 100, 4 hits in 40 plate appearances coming into tonight's game. 10 strikeouts, so on average he'll strike out once every 5 times he comes to the plate. He's only come to the plate twice, now the third time, and Aaron Hash looking for that 1 out of 5 strikeout right here. Oliverio does not go, and there's another ground ball foul. Waringer getting his exercise in, making backhanded plays over there at third base. Hoptown Hoppers defeated the Rhythm in game number 4 of the year. It put the Rhythm at 2 games below 500 for the first time in their history. Rhythm then went on a 9-game winning streak. There's a breaking pitch in the dirt or the turf. And the runner will move down to second base. And we'll have a full count. Ministries full count. Going to give him a stolen base on that, Ken? He is. He's generous. Hard shot to second, backhanded by Miller. Throw to the plate is in the turf and not able to be picked out of there by Jackson Cawthron, and the game is tied. Fielder's choice and an RBI for Chase Cummings. And that will spell the end of the night for Aaron Hash as Josh Carman comes out. We'll take a break, tell you about the new pitcher when we return on the Full Count Ministries Broadcast Network.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh right in front of you. And let me tell you, watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, impatience, baby-like wonder, indecisive, anticipatory chewing, nervous pacing, happy claps, and finally, jealousy, because that's this guy's sub. I should order one. Good idea. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Here at Pizza Ranch, our research tells us kids love our buffet. All right, kids, to recap, your favorite things about eating at Pizza Ranch: pizza, chicken leg. Wait, who said pudding plate? Joey, what's a pudding plate?
It's a plate full of pudding.
Carl, put it on the board. Kids love Pizza Ranch, and parents love that kids eat free on Tuesday nights.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
I think this kid is onto something.
Hemphill Brothers call to the bullpen for the Rhythm. Number 13, Luke Elmore on in relief of Aaron Hash. Elmore, 6'1", 205-pound redshirt sophomore from Greensboro, North Carolina, attends Lenore Ryan University in Hickory, North Carolina. He's a business management major, the son of Brad and Laney Elmore, brother to Andrew, grandson of Papa Bob and Gaga in Martinsville, Virginia, and Poppy and Nana in Greensboro, North Carolina. Staying at the home this summer of Mike and Andrea Kelly. His mentor is Jake Smith. And he is on here in the 7th inning. Nobody out, runners at the corners. 2 runs in for Hoptown. And the 2 runners on base are responsibility of Aaron Hash, who goes 6 innings, gives up 3 hits, and so far 2 runs. Did not walk a batter, struck out 5. Right now, cannot get a win, but could take the loss. Runner stays put. There's a shot up the middle. That could be 2. 4 to 6 to 3. Doodat double play as the Hoppers take the lead. The Rhythm trade a run for 2 outs. 1 pitch by Luke Elmore. Retires 2. Just what the doctor ordered for full count. With nobody on at 2 outs, John Keebler steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Popped out to right field. Drew Robertson will come in and make the catch for the 3rd out. So Luke Elmore comes in and does the job. Gets 3 outs on, I think that was 3 pitches. But the Hoptown Hoppers take the lead 3-2. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th. We're scheduled for 9. Got 3 cracks at it. It is time for Johnny Cash to get in rhythm here at Drakes Creek Park.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Dylan Eaton back on the mound for Hoptown. We move to the bottom of the 7th inning. Rhythm will send 8, 9, and 1 to the plate to face the tall right-hander who came on in relief of Francisco Paredes in the 6th inning. This will be inning number 2 for Dylan Eaton. He is now the pitcher of record for Hoptown. Aaron Hash currently the pitcher of record for Full Count. Cooper Holbrook, Levi Perrell, and Henry Jackson. Hopefully and more for Full Count as they now trail by a run. Robin Benjamin saying she's having trouble with the sound, but apparently it was on her end, Jackson. Holbrook, and there's that pitch that we've looked for a called strike in the other half inning. Called for a strike here. Eaton missed with a fastball up. Robin Benjamin's rooting for the Rhythm. When are we going to see her? Friday? Saturday they'll get up here from Charlotte, North Carolina. Holbrook reached on an error in the 3rd inning, grounded out to short in the 5th. Looking to lead off with a base hit right here. He fouls that one off of, looks like the catcher, John Keebler, is home plate umpire. Bayron Matos will give a little bit of time. Walk out in front of the plate, throw the ball back to the pitcher. Didn't give him a whole lot of time to recover there, did he? Abdiel Marrero, the umpire at first, and Alfredo Burkeen down at 3rd base. We have a wardrobe malfunction. Not sure what's happening out there with Dylan Eaton. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch outside, and the home plate umpire says that he made the catch. The ball did not hit the turf or a strikeout. Let's press the right buttons here. I'm missing my intern when Zach Williams is not here. My lovely wife, Susan, not able to make tonight's game. Levi Perrell steps in, and he looks at a called strike. Perrell 2 for 2. Singled in the 3rd, and he had an infield double. He swings and misses that breaking pitch, and now down in the count 0-2. Pop up that should have been caught by the first baseman, but he lost the flight of the ball up in the air. And a lazy pop up out to center field, Dom Oliverio. As we've learned, those are not automatic outs tonight. Not sure what is going on, that the Hoppers are having trouble seeing a ball up in the air, but the Rhythm scored the 5th, mainly due to balls in the air that were not seen by fielders. Henry Jackson steps in. Pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Karen Love watching from the Arc up in northern Kentucky, just south of my hometown, Cincinnati, Ohio. Henry right there, but you're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Whatever your destination in life, you can get there easier with a checking account from F&M Bank. At F&M, our checking accounts give you the tools you need to manage your money well, like our smart account that's actually free, because sometimes the basics are more than enough, making lives better by making banking easier. Come see us at one of our branches or online at myfmbank.com. F&M Bank, banking made easy on purpose. Member FDIC.
Slim Chickens makes it easy to feed your hungry crowd. Fresh hand-breaded tenders, perfectly fried wings, and all the southern sides made fresh for you. It's easy. Just order on the Slim's app or website and leave everything to us. You can get it delivered right to